Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. Wa atiullah wa Rasul ulul amri minkum. And always a reminder for myself, ana abdukal ajiz da'if wa miskeen wa zalim jahad. But for the grace of Allah that we are still in existence. Alhamdulillah that Allah give us a life in which to see the holy month of Safar. And inshaAllah Lij Muhammad, inshaAllah we go through the Shams al-Arifin, the 12 months, and this is the second lunar month, the month of Safar. And 9 times 2 is 18, and this month opens up the reality of 18. The 18th name of Allah Al-Fattah, and the 18th name of Sayyidina Muhammad Rasul ur-Rahmah. So it means Allah's loc of realities for Al-Fattah and opening is Nabi ur-Rahmah, that these two names open up an immense reality that opens within the reality of the heart, and that Allah when He want to open the reality of Rahmah, it's the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad. And this is the month of Safar, which is the month of Surat Al-Kahf. And Surat Al-Kahf is the month of the cave. So in this way of Arifin and the opening of Muharram, stepping into the oceans of leaving badness and bad character, bad desires towards the oceans of Allah's Rahmah and mercy, and then from the secret within Muharram opening into the divine cave. And that is the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad, that for every reality to open of Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem, first the understanding has to be for A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. So it means our life is based on that clear understanding of A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Before a servant can reach anything from the oceans of reality that happen from Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem, it's every opening is in that ocean of Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. But as we're entering into this cave, then a reminder from awliyaullah is the secret of A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, is that our whole life is about seeking refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan and his minions and however he's dominating this earth. And that's why the running to the cave. So this has to be clear at this month. When Allah asking us, Hajj Shahid is Surah 18 verse 16. InshaAllah we'll recite Ayatul Kareem from Surat Al-Kahf when Allah is describing that run to this cave.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. وَإِذِ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيي لكم من أمركم مرفقا. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Sadaqallahu al-Azeem wa baraka Rasul Kareem. This is the secret of Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. That when Allah is asking and the youth said to themselves that, and when you have withdrawn from them and that which they worship other than Allah, and the youth of that time were from believers, and the evilness of the king came against and said that, you have to believe what we believe. And they felt had they stayed any longer in that presence, their belief would have been tormented and flipped into demonic belief. And now every believer feels that on earth now and will be increasing, because the Dajjal system is in place and the Dajjalic and demonic system is going to bring everybody into its fold. And everything that they push upon people, it's not for what it appears to be, it's for the demonic entity and the demonic beings to overtake insan and govern this earth. What they believe is the apex of their ruling. So as they're planning for this earth and inoculating people to accept their presence, otherwise most people will die from the sickness of their presence, they want to govern this earth in its totality. And the believer and the believing servants of Allah know that they face no choice under this dominion, and the only choice they have is if they run inside their cave, and that if they knowingly make a choice that, Ya Rabbi, I know what they're doing, I know what this demonic system is trying to empower and impose its belief, and we are now in a phase of extreme oppression. When they implement what they want to implement and force what they want to, concerns are, then becomes even more important in these days. That when Allah is saying that when they were faced with this belief and faced with this evil empire, that they had to withdraw. And they, other than what Allah, they had to retreat to the cave. And as a result of retreating to the cave, your Lord will spread out for you of His mercy, and He will prepare for you for your affairs and facilitate everything for you. This is an immense reality in these days. When Allah is being asked and people are praying, Ya Rabbi, what are we to do with all of these oppressions that Dajjal is putting upon? And Allah then reminds us, in this month of Safar is more important than anything is that, run to the cave. Ya Rabbi, I'm seeking refuge in those whom you have granted your refuge. A'udhu billah, as I'm seeking refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan. And where's Allah's refuge? So anyone who's tuning in knew, where is Allah's refuge? It's not in you, for had you had the refuge of Allah you wouldn't be doing the things that you're doing, and you could walk on water and every prayer would be accepted by the Divine Presence. So they would come to remind us the refuge of Allah is in the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad, the only servant of Allah in complete servanthood. Every Prophet falls short, every angel falls short, every servant falls short of that perfection, and Son Kamil and the perfected being and the perfected servant of Allah is Sayyidina Muhammad. And all Prophets, all the angels, all saints, all heavenly souls are in need of that presence and in need of that reality. So only Allah come and teach us, then the refuge of Allah is the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. So this is the month of Safar khair, the month of haybah, the month of majestic dressing, because the souls are to be running into the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad, asking, Ya Rabbi, that we made a migration in Muharram and they stopped at a cave, and that cave was the symbol of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. And then this holy month Allah is saying, this is the month of that cave, Surat Al-Kahf, that run to this cave. In all your life know that every evilness is outside. Don't think that this dunya has any interest in you, it's going to heal you, it's going to fix you, take care of you. This dunya by its nature is meant to destroy you. If you don't get that and you don't understand that, you don't understand anything that's being taught. When you understand that this dunya by its nature and those whom govern it are out to destroy insan, and our life duty is to run to Rahman. We are ambassadors of the heavens, sent here for a test, and our reality is to call people back to the cave of Allah, because Allah not on heaven and not on earth but on the heart of His believer. So because of our physical presence we need a physical location, and that is the love and the muhabbat of Sayyidina Muhammad. The heart of Prophet is with all those whom are ashiqeen. You be with whom you love, and whom you love is with you. These ashiqeens, their associations, their broadcasts, their teachings are a cave of refuge, an oasis within a very dry and dangerous desert. As soon as you enter into that oasis you drink with them, eat with them, pray with them and praise the Divine with them. And that is the dressing of the cave in which Allah is warning for us, come into this cave, that we will protect you in this cave. Allah's Divine the Presence is promising, and that I'll send this rahmah upon you, I'll send this mercy upon you, I'll settle all your affairs. I am your healer, I am your defender. All of that happens within the love and the ishq of the cave of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. And that's the importance of the holy month of Safar, that we're entering into that month, and the reality of 18, the reality of Al-Fattah, that, Ya Rabbi, we want from your opening, we want what we want from your opening, we want this rahmah. And that's why Fattah Rahmah is then the coding for this month, and it's the dress of haybah. We said before, when Allah wants to dress with a majestic dress upon servants, that's why many nations have been brought down in the month of Safar. Because when Allah wants to dress, He dresses all of creation with this ocean of majestic and grandeur. That dress doesn't go well with crookedness. So anything crooked under that tajalli, under that dress, it becomes crushed into its straightness. And that's why the crushing and the difficulty that they describe in the month of Safar. Means when Allah is sending a majestic dress, anything that is in a crooked nature, the majestic dress will by its nature begin to straighten it. And that is the grandeur of Allah's haybah and majesty, and its protection for and its dress is to know that we're running into that cave and asking, Ya Rabbi, that we're running into this cave to be dressed by your haybah, to be dressed by your Divinely lights and your Divinely grace. Subhanal Alimul Hakim, ur-Rahmah Hakim. Subhanal Alimul Hakim means that tajalli in which Allah dressed the light of Sayyidina Muhammad is the zikr of this month, Alimul Hakim. Glory be to my Lord who's all knowing and all wise, that every ilm and hikmah is dressed in this cave. So when you enter into the cave of rahmah, the rahmah that Allah dresses upon the soul is from what? Allah's ancient oceans of knowledge, ilm. That's why in this surah and in this month is mentioned of Sayyidina Khidr and Sayyidina Musa, is mentioned in the reality of Ashab al-Kahf. All of these qissa for this month is particular to the reality of the cave and the heart of Prophet. When Allah wants to dress the soul with Rahmah and mercy, Allah's Rahmah is ancient knowledges. These knowledges and wisdom that will be given to the soul and dressed upon the soul, it gives the soul its majestic dress, its majestic lights, its majestic attributes. And that's why then the reality of Sayyidina Khidr is also in this holy month in Surat Al-Kahf. Pray that Allah dress us from its realities, bless us from its realities and dress us from ancient knowledges and ancient wisdoms, and that these awliyaullah whom are in charge of this reality to dress us and bless us inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat Al-Fatiha.
Click the link now to subscribe.